Ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
What it is, what it
Leon,
is.
come here. I need to talk to you.
What's going down, Larry?
Listen to this, all right?
Oh.
In the doctor's office earlier, there's a guy sitting there, a skinhead, okay? He looks at me and he says,
some seem to believe that we should negotiate with the terrorists and radicals as if some ingenious argument will persuade them they have been wrong all along. We've heard this foolish delusion before. We have an obligation to call this what it is: the false comfort of appeasement, which has been repeatedly discredited by history.
What? Okay. What you do?
what I do?
Yeah, what you do?
I slunk out.
You slunk out.
Slunk. I slunk out.
So you didn't do shit and you punked out. That's what the fuck happened, right?
Yeah, I punked out. I punked out.
How'd that happen?
What was I gonna do? The guy could have killed me.
Next time a man call you a fucking appeaser, you getting that ass, Larry. You know what I mean? You getting that ass, Larry. That's what the fuck you do.
What are you talking about?
You let that man slide today. You gotta immediately get in somebody's ass when that happens to you. You pull their asshole open, step into their asshole, close the door behind you, take a spray paint can, right?
Uh-huh.
Larry was here. You spray paint, Larry was here, wash me, all that kind of shit. Fuck his whole asshole up. Eat some Snicker bars, throw some paper on the floor, read a newspaper, ball the paper up the newspaper, and throw the newspaper on the floor. Fuck his whole asshole up. You know what I'm saying? Then you open that asshole one more time. Open it again. Open that asshole again. Oh! Step out his ass. And leave that motherfucker wide open so he know you been there.
Open it up. Step in.
the asshole.
Spray paint. Larry was here. Leave garbage. Snickers. Eat Snickers. Leave garbage.
Spit. Fuck it.
Get out. Open it up again.
Yeah, step out the asshole.
Step out.
Don't even close that motherfucker. Leave it open so he know you been there. You feel me?
I got you.
That's how you handle people. Get in that ass, Larry.
But I do want to say something about yesterday. You know, after almost 8 years, I did not think I could be surprised about anything that George Bush says. But I was wrong. Yesterday, George Bush was before the Israeli parliament, the Knesset, to help commemorate the 60th anniversary of Israeli independence. That's a wonderful occasion and a time for celebration. But instead of celebrating and offering some clear ideas about how to move the situation in the Middle East forward, the president did something that presidents don't do. And that is launch a political attack targeted toward the domestic market in front of a foreign delegation. On a day when we were supposed to be celebrating the anniversary of Israel's independence, he accused me and other Democrats of wanting to negotiate with terrorists and said we were appeasers, no different from people who appeased Adolf Hitler. That's what George Bush said in front of the Israeli parliament. Now, that's exactly the kind of appalling attack that's divided our country and that alienates us from the world. And that's why we need change in Washington. That's part of the reason why I'm running for president of the United States of America. Now that was frustrating enough, but then John McCain gives a speech. Now, he gave a speech in the morning where he talked about the need for civility in our politics. He talked about elevating the tone of the debate in our country. He talked about reaching out in a bipartisan fashion to the other side. And then not an hour later, he turned around and embraced George Bush's attacks on Democrats. He jumped on a call with a bunch of bloggers and said that I wasn't fit to protect this nation that I love because I wanted to sit down and negotiate with tough diplomacy with countries like Iran. Accused me of not being fit to protect this nation, a nation that my grandfather served in World War II, this nation that's given me everything that I have. So much for civility. Well, I want to be perfectly clear with George Bush and John McCain and with the people of South Dakota. If George Bush and John McCain want to have a debate about protecting the United States of America, That is a debate that I'm happy to have any time, any place, and that is a debate that I will win because George Bush and John McCain have a lot to answer for.